I have been watching, I've seen it 3 times now. Have you guys watched K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix?
No. It's been watched at my house a lot, though.
It is,
but I haven't checked it out yet.
So good.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Do yourself a favor. Watch K-pop Demon Hunters. It is so good. It's so good. I'm thinking about buying merch. Well, they're doing the Netflix website.
Aren't they doing a release to theaters for a sing along?
I have no idea, but I will be there. I'll be there.
This is what my son has informed me. Like later this month, they're going to do release in theaters for the sing along version.
I'm going to be singing along with the Saja Boys on there, or the Huntrix band. They're so good. I highly recommend it. My son loves it. My wife's into it. If I can get those two, then I can sit and watch it. Yes, we've watched it 3 times in the household. The soundtrack is playing in the minivan. I might get a Huntrix t-shirt.
Wow.
So is it a cartoon or is it live action? Or?
Yeah, it's the same studio that did the Spider-Verse stuff with Miles Morales.
Okay, so Sony.
Yeah. And it looks kind of that same kind of quality, and I mean, basically
each frame is a frame. There's no motion blur.
Yeah. And there are bards. I mean, it's 3 bards. They're in a K-pop band and they fight demons, and I love it. And there's an evil demon boy band, also bards, and I'm into it. Check it out. I want more.
Should I sub to Netflix to watch this? Is it worth it?
Yes, it is so good.
No, we've been watching The Boys, and if that isn't a test on a relationship, that's
I saw the first season of The Boys, loved it.
Yeah.
But this is what happens to me. They're too long. There's too many. There's too long.
For me,
they're
a bit too graphic. I know.
Yeah, it's graphic.
It's a little too graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we can sit comfortably through somebody getting finger banged in their gill holes, I mean, that's.
Yeah, that did happen.
Fucking an octopus. Wait, is that season 1 or season 2? Anyway,
yeah, that's good.
Hey man, I got a soft spot for the deep.
The deep. I've been watching Stranger Things. I went back to the beginning. I've been doing that. I'm trying to get caught up there. And I've never seen Game of Thrones past season 2, so I'd like to.
They're too long. There's too many.
Winter is coming.
It's too long. There's too many. That's what the problem is. Too long. There's too many. Episode 140. This is a nice milestone.
Too long, too many.
Too long, too many.
Yep. There's a segue. Do you want to do an agenda? Or are you going to get out of the agenda business?
No, I haven't. I've been a little spotty on the agenda. I even have a card here. There's just nothing on it. There's no agenda. There's nothing. I don't know. But that's because I think I just want to play this. I've been really enjoying this dungeon. I can't remember if I was online or offline when I was telling you guys about this, but I think the Embeth Traveler hunting ground dungeon might be my most favorite dungeon that I've ever run.
This is pretty fun.
So cool. And I think I've said this to you before. There's a lot of internal timers and things that are going on in this. And the order that you guys did this in, we'll do it. We'll save it for the dungeon recap here. Sure. I think we're getting pretty close, but you guys are getting pretty close to being done here. You're here, you're in the dungeon. And to recap last episode, you finished off the Hydra. Edina Aldori met her end, but Jolia lives on. And Jolia returned to the barge with Edina's corpse. Jolia stated her plans are to simply leave as soon as she can, states that there's something unnatural in these hunting grounds and that they never should have come here. She's grief-stricken. Meanwhile, you guys decide that you've got to gather up the rest of the hunting parties and get out of here. You've decided that, now that someone's died, maybe this isn't such a game anymore.
Yeah, that was always a possibility with, hunting these big, fierce beasts, but really it was that 12-man ritual, right?
Yep. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Right. There was a 12-person ritual up the upper left-hand corner of this dungeon that either gave rise to or attracted the presence of that giant fly trap, which was probably the biggest, baddest thing in here. And you guys took it down. I will never forget Chris just aping over to that thing. I was like, oh my
The watermelons, they smelled horrible, but they looked great.
Looked delicious.
Good. Yeah, forbidden watermelons. Anyway, you went over to this scenic escarpment where Anamede Bellavira and Lindsay Kloba were partying down with the 2 bodyguards. You went and got them as you're fording the Gudrun back to the barge. I think it's dry spots the pack of wolves that you knew existed in this dungeon because of that. What is it? The Howl of the Bros? What was it?
The Primal Chorus from
Primal Chorus.
The Howl of the Wild book.
Yes, it's from Howl of the Wild. Hey, can I pause and tell you something that my son's getting into? Because you've reminded me of something. You know, this dynamic with my wife and I. My wife is nerdy, but she's not into the same kind of nerd stuff that I'm into, right? And she certainly didn't grow up around D&D and Pathfinder, and in this case, Warhammer. My son, however, has discovered minis and painting minis, and he paints them. And, you know, I think they're wonderful, but I think everything my son does is wonderful. We go to this game shop. He picks out this hideous looking miniature with like all of these broken bells hanging off of him. Like he's got like a bell face and bell ears, and underneath the base, this mini is called Chorus of the Damned. And my wife is like looking at this thing, and she lifts it up and she looks at me and she goes, "It's called the Chorus of the Damned." I was like, yeah,
it's wholesome. Sure. Come on.
So crazy. Not what my sweet wife pictured. I think when she thought of having a baby with me, but here we are.
And anyway, he has a hobby.
And he has a hobby, and it's going to be an expensive one, I think. These Warhammer minis are very expensive.
Yeah, all the paints and all that stuff.
The paint. I know.
Just a field and army is hundreds of dollars.
We went to the shop, bought him a couple paints, paintbrush kit, and one mini to paint. And it's like $72.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God. Anyway, I tell you that to tell you this. Chorus of the Howl of the Chorus, or I don't know, whatever you cast.
Primal Chorus.
Primal Chorus. I'll never remember that. Primal Chorus you cast. You know that the wolves are here, and you now have seen them. And it seems to you that the wolves were sneaking up on the scenic escarpment, and now you have interrupted their little operation. I think you guys are doubling back. Sirio's full wolf. I think your only NPC that you have with you is Queen Bedelia. What do you do?
Yeah, so with them replying to the Primal Chorus call, you get a bonus to coercion during exploration mode. At the end of the spell description, for purposes of using coerce during exploration mode, you can communicate with the creature that responds to your call for the duration of the spell. Duration of the spells until your next daily preparations. You can only make simple commands such as approach or hide, and only understand simple ideas such as compliance with the order or the presence of natural hazards. So really, in wolf form, I want to use intimidate, kind of, rear up, make the fur kind of stand on end, and bare the fangs and growl and snarl, and really just to get out. If there's a way I can communicate, get out of our way, stay away from us, or just like leave this area. This is our turf.
Well, let me set the scene for you. Okay. Let's say that the two packs have maybe come upon each other at the scenic escarpment. Do you think that might make sense? Like you've approached from the west, they've approached from the north. You guys maybe are about 30, 40 feet from each other. And then this is the context in which you begin this communication. Does that sound reasonable? Or are you picturing being further away when you do this?
Really, I think you'd have to be at least within eyesight. So I think, I don't know, what's the piece of ground we're looking at, where the two bards were partying? Yeah,
the scenic escarpment is just this flat piece of rock that I almost kind of picture both parties emerging up onto it at the same time. And again, probably 50 feet apart at this point.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a staring contest, intimidation thing. And then, if they're not backing away or leaving, I'll, take a step forward and gradually inch closer.
Let's get a very important intimidation check. And Valerie is setting up an aid. Unless someone else wants to do it.
Nope. I don't want a part of that. Just want to note that Chris is voluntarily in front right now.
Yes.
All right.
I didn't choose to be a werewolf. I'm just going with it.
Werewolf life chose you.
Me, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make Valerie's intimidation check. She's an expert, plus 13. So I'll do that for you as an aid. It's a natural one.
Yikes.
Oh, no.
Goodness gracious.
That's out of the way.
So,
Fun.
what does that mean to critically fail an intimidation check?
So I got a 22. I put a 10 on the die. I had 12. So 22.
22 is a good roll. And with your primal urges, or what is it called? Primal chorus?
Primal chorus.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Primal chorus.
urges.
Valerie was distracted by his primal urges. That's why she didn't
I
eat so
wonder
well.
if
1d4 plus 1 children.
you two have.
Man, he woofs out and she loses all control.
I know. That's,
All hot and bothered.
we've repeatedly alluded to this. Valerie seems happy with her choice in spouse.
She knows what she likes.
If there was a style that she enjoyed, we'd know which one it was.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry.
Oh, God. Took me a second. Okay. God. Look, you do this. You make the show of it, and you see in your wolfed form, you see behind this white wolf's eyes, the leader of the other pack, a hint of fear, a hint of unsuredness. And he breaks frame, so to speak, and bows just a little bit. And then, to your surprise, he opens his mouth and he speaks.
Oh.
He snarls and he says, "Who are you? Who are you people?"
Dry, you want to speak for us?
Yeah, Bill. Let's tee you up, Bill.
Why do I have to always be the?
Or should I
NPC?
shift out and reply?
Yeah, you can take moment shift hybrid. If you shift hybrid, he draws back even further. That freaks him out
Oh, I like that.
when you do that.
Yeah, kind of make a big show of switching hybrid. And I say, yeah, we're here to hunt you. But if you leave, we will claim this area as our own. And we'll let you live.
He growls at this and considers it for a moment. He goes, "The east of this river is our territory. We'll stay on this side." And you see now that they were coming here to get rid of these bards that had come onto their side of the river. So he wants.
Well, as a charter is conquest, so it's tough to let him have a spot. What do you guys think?
I don't know how intelligent they are. Can we ask them about what's been going on? Hey, there's some weird, some cultists, or I don't know how you would explain that to a warg. What's kind of weird magic going on here? Do you live here, or is this your guys' home? I don't know. For the
If you squeeze, are you off guard?
I mean, we can always come back and deal with this wolf issue. I don't know that it's enough. I don't know we deal with it right now, but I like Brad's idea of trying to get information. Have they seen anything, witnessed anything that, would help us understand more?
Yeah.
Did you ask him?
Yeah, I'll go to popped up and, hey, what, did you guys see anything weird over here? Other than bards sleeping on a rock?
Yes.
More weird than a talking dog.
Well, let me tell you about this guy a little bit. He is a white wolf, and an elite white wolf at that. He is joined by 4 wargs that are close by him. The wargs seem to be a little less self-aware, but this white wolf is intelligent. His name is Glazulin, and he tells you, "I'm Glazulin. We've lived these hunting grounds peacefully for years. There's been an incursion of new predators that have forced us to this side of the Gudrun. He even seems to know the name of the river. He wouldn't know the name. That have forced us to this side of the river. We're willing to stay here." He looks to the others in his pack and then back to you, and he'll reveal that his pack has shrunk in number as they've been hunted and killed by these new additions to the hunting grounds. And he tells you that he once saw a gigantic moose explode, and emerging from the moose was some kind of multi-headed beast.
Oh.
hearing this story, I don't mention the exploding bear carcass, but I ask him if he's heard of Lamashtu.
Mother of monsters, of course. She's not here.
How can you be sure?
He looks unsure at this and he goes, I don't know. I don't know what's causing this. And he almost like begins to back off. Like he just wants to leave. And he seems fine with this as a status quo. He just wanted the bards out of here. He was going to clear out.
They're on his side of the river. Okay.
They're on his side of the river. But yeah, this is a scary place to him now. And he's got to think of his pack.
So these exploding mooses, do they all happen on the west side of the river or the east side?
East.
Damn it.
West.
We're on the east.
I mean west. Sorry. I'm bad with directions. Glazulin tells you. No.
Because I'm a wolf.
Because I'm a wolf. It's a little weird that I can talk. No. The moose exploded to the northwest in this open grassland area, he tells you. He turned and ran, but not before this creature killed 2 of his pack. They've been on this side of the river ever since.
Well, we could, I mean, assuming the hunting trip gets this place under control, I mean, could they help us out, help patrol the woods? I mean, could this be could they be like, I don't know, allies to us versus just a threat? Yeah,
I know alignment's not a thing anymore, but is there a way Sirio can tell or perceive if they're more like nature beast-like things or if they're like evil?
Yeah, make a perception check, see if you can sense his motive. And I mean, I'm sure you're thinking of Howl of the North, just like I was.
Ooh, that's a nat 20 on that, so 33.
Yeah, you see a distinct difference in Glazulin from Howl of the North. Howl of the North Wind, which was that guy from like 100 episodes ago whose packmate birthed the Lamashtu demon. Howl of the North seemed to be a champion of Lamashtu. Glazulin looks like he's more just like a citizen of these woods with a pack. I mean, he's a predator and a hunter, but in getting to know him over the course of the next couple of minutes, like it becomes obvious to you that he's not interested in encroaching on anyone, but that he wants to have his territory and he just wants to keep his people safe. But he was also going to roll up on these people and try to kill them. So I mean, he's not like a super good guy, but he wants territory and rules.
Yeah. In like time, like we've been here a couple minutes, but I don't know if time's an issue trying to get the other Embeth Travelers back. And I think we can always come back and just deal with these.
Well, if this guy's sentient and speaking, well, I think Mitch would, step up and say, look, you guys can stick to your east side of the river. We would ask that you limit your hunting to anything that walks on more than 2 legs. Otherwise, we'll have a problem.
He goes, okay, you take the 2-legged prey, we take the 4-legged prey. Is that how you want to do it?
Sure.
He starts barking at his friends. They start talking to each other. And then he looks back and he goes, Sheila wants to know, what about a squirrel that stands on 2 legs frequently?
Okay.
Safe.
She goes,
There's always a Sheila.
When he said squirrel, did the rest of the dogs start looking around?
They did.
Get all aggressive. Yeah.
No, I was just talking about a squirrel.
They were all barking in agreement, like they had the same question.
Well, it's been interesting to treat with you guys. Does that trigger him at all?
Wow.
Joke. All right, I'm done.
Brad, that was rough, dude. That was rough.
When you say treat, two of the wargs run toward Mitchell with their tongues lolling out and tackle you and begin licking your face.
No, I think. Before they go, do we want to ask if they've seen any other hunter, the Embeth Travelers or any other hunters?
Did you happen to roll up on any of in the Embeth Travelers?
No, they don't know who the Embeth Travelers are. They didn't see. I can't remember that it's a hobgoblin and a orc and a human, I think. And they haven't seen them.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Say later, guy. Glazulin, I hope we never see you again, but you never know.
He says, I hope so too. I'm level 6, so my head would have counted.
In that case. Although we stopped playing the game, so.
Record scratch.
Yeah, good roll. Good solve on the issue. Let me see here. Yeah, it looks like...
So they have a head that counts. Do they have treasure? That's the other.
Yeah, did we lose loot?
Well, you'll never know. They go back to their den, which is located up north. They live in this dry riverbed up here, and they recede back to that area. And you're left alone at the scenic escarpment, and you notice that the bard's left a cheese platter behind. And that's what you see.
Do we want to, I guess we're kind of out trying to find the travelers too, right? We made everyone stay at the boat.
I think that's the last thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Glazulin, he kind of described the exploding moose.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's worth checking out. Maybe, I hate to metagame it, but that's kind of like, that's the only other spot on the map that we haven't been to.
Full clear.
Well, I think they would have given us a map of the area, right? So I think maybe we could have done that as well. Said, hey, I think we've checked everywhere else.
Yeah, you check out this grassland area that he described where they saw where the moose exploded, and you make it there in 10, 15 minutes of careful travel, and you find it. It's a few weeks old now, but yeah, I mean it's not dissimilar from like what you saw in the Wyvern Cave. Except instead of, detritus of an animal being plastered all over the walls, it just almost looks like there's, it's a pretty big explosion, about a 10, 15 foot radius on this thing. And this is one of those megaloceroses that like you guys fought with the B team.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, the moose on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those guys. And there's 2 or 3 others that are kind of like walking around nearby, in and out of the trees to your north. But they do not come near you, and they do not come near the corpse of the megaloceros that birthed some kind of creature.
So I don't know what other creatures exploded. There's a bear, a moose. What else that we've missed?
Well, he said something with a bunch of heads came out. Like, is that where the Hydra came from?
That could have been the Hydra, yeah.
Yeah. And so maybe, oh my God. Okay. So yeah, now I'm connecting. So the wyverns came from the bear, but how many bears were in the cave? The Wyvern Cave? Is it just the one bear?
One bear, I think.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah, and then the Venus flytrap thing. We don't know what. I mean, I guess that came from the ritual, but did the ritual make the other ones explode, or I don't know. We gotta find them, figure it out.
Where else can we? So we're still looking for the travelers, but we could be walking in circles, chasing each other at this point. Where else have we not been? Do we need to go and check out the wolves' den, or do we think that's going to be
the dry riverbed where the wolves went? No, I don't think we need to go down there.
I'm sorry, Mike. Where did you say we were right now? Checking out. Is it in the center?
You're here at this grassland marked A6 on your end.
Okay. Can we see up into that little vale then that's there?
Oh, up to the north.
Yeah. Is that all part of the grasslands, or is that somewhere where we need to go and explore?
You venture north. The trees are beginning to encroach around you as you do this. As you're heading north, to your right from the trees walks the 3 Embeth Travelers, led by Jake, who's got like a piece of straw coming out of his mouth and his full juggalo makeup. And he goes, word. He says, what's happening up here? How you guys doing? And you notice that they've got a huge head that they're carrying around with them. A huge head.
What kind of head is it? Can we tell? I'll ask. Hey, Jake, what kind of head you got there?
He says, oh, this old thing. And it's the Kruth that you heard about for sure. It's this large amphibious animal. Here, I got a little art for you guys. Looked like a crazy kind of trippy triceratops stegosaurus thing with like a shrimp tail and claws and teeth. And he's like, this old thing. And then he sees your heads that you've got, and he's just like, oh shit. And it looks like the Kruth, and you might recall it was the Wyvern and the Kruth, I think was what you were those are what you knew about in this area. The Embeth Travelers headed for and had sufficient time to stake out, hunt down, and kill the Kruth over in the riverbanks over here.
Okay.
And they're just like, "How? It looks like you guys have fared well," Jake says, and he goes in for the fist bump, and then he explodes it up real good. And when he explodes his fist bump, he makes it look like a jellyfish.
I thought you said he exploded.
Oh yeah, I was just like, oh great, Jake just exploded.
Exactly.
Oh.
Speaking of the boys,
no, yeah. So you guys touch base with them. Okay. Gorn is there, and I can't remember the other name of the other traveler, but they look fine. They just move slow.
I think we fill them in on.
Yeah, we give them a quick 10-minute.
Like, glad you guys are okay. You got your that old thing. Was it Kruth?
A Kruth, yeah, Krooth. You
got your Kruth head, but then
Jake can't spell.
Yeah, was it Jolena? Which one?
Jolena.
Adina died.
Adina. Yeah. I was like, Adina, she didn't make it. And we've called an end to the hunt to regroup and figure out what to do next.
He looks at your heads and looks at his head, and he goes, "Yeah, we should just cancel this." And I assume you begin journeying back to the barge.
Yeah. What time of day is it?
About 5 p.m. at this point.
Okay, so it's getting dark. I don't want to be out here in the dark at all.
It's starting to get dark for sure.
Is everyone accounted for at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Game over. Okay, let's head back to Fort Trand.
Yeah. Fuck this place.
Teleport.
All right. TP out of here.
Let's go get some of those landmines and fill this whole fucking area.
You get on the barge, right?
Put a sign, "Do not enter."
Stay out of this horrifying hunting area. You get on the barge. What's his name? Jamel Visser is there, and Jolia Aldori is there. Cradles her sister, Adina, Thorn, and Jake, and the other guy. The three Embeth Travelers get on with the crew. You watch as Jamel kind of huddles with them and they talk. It seems like Jamel is just sort of filling them in, same stuff that you've talked to him about. And you begin the journey back to the lodge. Is that what you want to do? You want to take the barge back, or what's the plan?
I guess depending if we're going down river, if we're going toward the hut with the what was the
lockers,
the lockers. Yeah,
the Locker family ruins.
We need to collect the locker remains before we get out of here.
Then that will so you're not quite ready to leave yet, and Jamel's fine to wait for you to do that. So you go to the Locker family ruins and
then I guess I either want a sample of the exploded bear or moose, either one.
Oh, would we have taken that from the moose?
I will say that you have a moose sample. You would have thought to do that, but you do not have a bear sample. So if you want to take that time, obviously you can do that too.
Would Mitch have kept a sample when he was looking at the alchemical properties of the plant dude up in the north corner? Would we have kept anything?
I assume so.
Okay.
I thought that sounds reasonable to me. You knew that some stuff was happening with that too. Sure. Yeah. Just, I just have to turn the clock a little bit more.
Sure.
If you guys want to get a wyvern sample, but you do have a moose sample and a giant fly trap sample.
And we've got their heads too. So
we've got their heads.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I was just thinking the actual, like the exploding.
Yeah.
Like the normal beasts were exploding and birthing these abnormal beasts, right?
Yes. That looks to be what's going on.
So if we can somehow with a sample of the normal beast, if we can, figure out a way, if we can tell if others are infected, so to say. But I think, the moose would be fine. Let's just get the Locker family.
Yeah, get the family, get them back on the boat. Yeah.
Gets dark.
It is 6 p.m. The sun is going down, and Jamel seems to be comfortable doing the barge in the dark. He lights torches around the bow of the ship, and they don't illuminate that far, but you went upriver to get here. So getting back to the hunting lodge shouldn't be difficult.
I would be happy to aid with my piloting.
Oh yeah. Oh, make a piloting check.
Oh, I didn't actually want to roll it.
Just telling people get out of our way.
All right, here's a piloting check.
But before the piloting check, I will resolve the. Oh my God! Oh God, Brad, what'd you roll?
You were saying, Mike?
Well, let's just resolve first what happened just now.
God damn it!
That looks like a natural one to me.
Oh no!
Not only is that, but I was about to resolve the zero check on Mitchell as well. So I want to roll on the exploration table.
Oh my goodness! We can't even take a boat ride without something bad happening.
80.
All right, on the exploration table in 80, scrolling down here, Dueling Master. Your swordplay wars against itself. Until your next daily preparations, whenever you strike, make a DC 11 flat check. On a failure, damaging strikes against enemies restore their hit points.
We don't have to worry about that.
What the fuck was that, Chris?
So you might heal when you strike people?
He could heal someone.
Yeah, if you fail the DC 11 flat
my
check,
God.
whenever you hit,
I can't
you
roll over
instead
an 11.
restore HP.
Brad's going to roll nothing but crits from now on.
Right?
But I'm trying to think about what we should do about this natural one piloting check as well.
I was assisting. I did not say that I was going to pilot it. I did say I was going to help.
What did you say?
You can.
I would be happy to assist with my pilot.
What are you standing next to him screaming, no, left, left? And he just runs us ashore.
How about
what happens?
How about Jamel makes now his piloting check? Let's just see how old Jamel does. Oh, Jamel just pulled out a natural 3 on his piloting check.
It's a nice roll.
Yeah, we're gonna crash this barge.
I think maybe you crash the barge.
Oh, shit.
I just think maybe that's what happens. So you get about an hour downriver. It's like
We
7
can't.
p.m.
All the vehicles. We have such bad luck.
I know.
No vehicles.
Yeah.
I
Aren't you
love
guys
it.
glad you have an inventor?
I just love it. I love it.
We have no. We didn't get a chance to rest either, so we have no. So Syria doesn't have any spell slots.
Hey, I'm pretty
Right?
Man. So you guys
Getting dark.
crash the barge against a rock, okay? A hole forms in the bottom of the barge, and it begins to take on water very quickly. There is a forested shore to your left, a forested shore to your right. Both seem to be relatively reachable. Jamel looks very unhappy with all of this.
I'm standing with my hands up here. What do you mean?
I told you to do it that way.
Jake and Gorn or Thorn or whatever his name is, the other guy, Jolia, carrying Adina, fucking Queen Valerie. Everyone's getting out of the barge because it's starting to sink. What do you guys do?
How deep
You
is
get
the
out?
water?
It's like deep. I don't know. It's like
The Embeth Travelers have no damage control, no bailing buckets or anything. I was worried you're going to introduce a bailing minigame. That was my big fear.
anyone have a sailing lore to try to maybe save the barge, or is there anything like that going on?
Where's Hondom when you need him?
That's our old shout out to our old friend Jamie, who had
The sailor.
What do you mean our old friend? We're still friends.
Sailing lore.
That's true. I just haven't talked to him in a while. I wonder how he's doing. So you get out. You're on the shore.
Yeah, Sirio gets out. Yeah, this is not a good
I
situation.
mean, I have
to be in.
repair. I have crafting repair. I'm not going to use it.
The barge
I'm done.
is able to kind of get itself to shore a little bit. Like you kind of steer it to shore as it's taking on water. It sinks down into the mud. It's not totally immersed, but like the bottom of the floor of the barge is now underneath water, and it's fucked.
It's run aground. It's like it
run
can't
aground.
go anywhere.
Yeah, it's fucked.
How far away are we from the hunting lodge?
Jamel looks around, and he goes 5 miles. And then Jake is like, yeah, give or take.
And it's like
Fuck.
6 p.m., 7 p.m.
7.
getting
It's
dark.
like 7:30. Yeah, it's dark.
We can hump 5 miles.
Yeah.
Carrying corpses. What do we do with the Locker family? Just leave them on the boat?
We got so many
no.
corpses with us.
Oh no, heads and corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We don't need
we have
that.
a pretty big
Can we just
party.
fix them all,
Like,
fit them all in like one bag?
if we don't have a bag of holding yet, you don't have
We
to
had
worry
a
about
trolley.
suffocation if they're already dead.
Excuse me, I don't mean to be indelicate. Can we leave your sister's corpse here until we get more things to carry? That's going to be Alex's new thing, apparently.
Being delicate.
Tries carrying his bow and his swords.
Well, what's the rule for overburdened? Is it like half speed?
Well, I don't think anybody is. I mean, the heads
like-
are fine. You're able to get the corpses and get them onto dry ground.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of us, and
Sure, we
we'll
could
move
carry
slower.
litter,
but
yeah.
can we build like travois or something? And
Yeah.
just kind of lash.
There's got to be
lash
like
the dead bodies to them. We can kind of drag them.
You can take like 30 minutes and make this solution if that's what
Take
you want
parts
to do.
of the boat because it's not working for
yeah,
anything
exactly.
else right
There's got
now.
to be stuff on
Yeah.
the board that we can
Cannibalize
use.
the boat.
Hey, let's get a crafting check from Mitch.
Great.
God damn it.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Here we go.
Does anyone else have crafting? Because I can try to assist.
Jamel can craft. Jake can craft.
Here we go.
Come on, this is it. This is your redemption.
Mitch has got
This is it.
this. There you go.
A 7.
For a
Hey, it's
total of
double
22.
digits.
22.
All right, so yeah, you set about the task of doing this. What's everybody else doing while Mitch is doing that?
Watching. Laughing.
Keeping guard.
Okay, dry, keeping guard. Anyone else?
Og's reading a book.
What are you reading, Og?
He is reading. It's a book about wyverns. He knew he was coming out here, so he's got a book. He's still reading about them. But
Wyverns
there's nothing
and
about
you.
bloom wyverns, so he's a little
Wyverns
disappointed.
in you.
Wyverns and you. Very good. Valerie sits down next to Sirio and says something to the effect of, "It's always something." And she's out here in her armor, just kind of grumpy.
I saw her fall off a fucking cliff 7 hours ago, so I think she could just keep it down a little bit.
That's true. She did fall off a cliff.
Yeah,
That's true.
And Sirio turns over and says, "Yeah, it is always something." Speaking of which, I think it's time to have a little coaching moment with Lindsay.
Oh, I forgot about Lindsay Clobo. Bill, Lindsay goes, "Hey, King."
He's just a little drunk.
Nah, she's sobered up. Bill, can you give me a hey, King?
Hey, your kingness.
Hi, Lindsay. And like, I don't have a good like little dad lecture to prepare, but I'm imagining that kind of tone and lecture. Just a lot of how could you let the kingdom down and all that stuff when we were sent on this mission.
You're a disgrace to the crown.
Again, I'm going to point out that I'm never going to let this go.
Thank you.
That the financial crimes were fine with you guys, but
Yeah, it's the government, Mike. It happens all the time.
The partying. No, I get it. I understand.
It's not like the money was lost. We got the printing press, so
That's true.
And if she was doing it for the good of the kingdom,
Good of the
that's it.
crown.
yeah. Whereas this action was purely, it was kind of selfish,
It
right?
was selfish.
oh, yeah.
It was self-indulgent. She's a disgrace.
It was churlish.
Disgrace.
Write us a song about how sorry you are, Lindsay.
She's like, and
yeah, for your redemption tour.
as I was sitting here, kind of empathizing with Valerie, who I'm kind of playing right now, I'm remembering them tied up together in the pantry at the Eldori Manor, in episode 4
wow.
or whatever.
Oh,
Remember you
wow.
guys found her?
Yeah.
That's where you found them together. Anyway, they go way back, Valerie and Lindsay, and Amirio's with them too that
Well,
morning.
yeah, we can kind of good cop, and then Valerie can. I mean, we can bad cop, and then Valerie can come in and good top and soothe it over.
I mean, I do think that this will affect Lindsay moving forward. I mean, her professionalism has sort of reduced over time, she's grown comfortable. And I don't want to generalize about the people of Patox, but there is, in that culture, as I think you're beginning to find, there is, corruption is rife in Patox is rife with corruption and a lack of professionalism. And you wonder if maybe she has some of that. You've never seen that in her before. Some time goes by. You guys are sitting around, and Jamel is sort of relaxing with the Embeth Travelers a little bit. They've got a campfire going. Just a little one. They're doing things to moderate the smoke coming up and everything. And Jake begins laughing at something over kind of on their side of the camp as Mitch is finishing up the
Travoy.
the Travoy. Yeah. Jake is like, he's just like laughing over. He goes, yeah, let it all out, man, whatever. And you hear his voice carrying over. And then you hear this sound of like vomiting as this poor Timmel is just like so sick from, the barge or whatever.
Mitch is just glaring. He is in no humorous mood right now. Like he's
Timmel
swearing.
he
and throwing
makes the
shit.
strong brew though, right?
Yeah, Timmel makes the strong brew.
No sea
No
legs.
sea legs.
No
So-
sea legs.
So are we camping here?
No, I think we're just waiting
We're just waiting. Okay. We're talking about building a fire and all sorts of stuff. So I was just okay.
How long do you think that will take, Mike, to build the little litters or travois to help carry some stuff?
I think you've got about 5 minutes left on this.
Okay.
Then, I don't know. I mean, you look over and the laughing from that side of the camp has sort of stopped. And you hear like, you okay, man? And then you're sitting there and like this sudden howl and
Tim was going to explode.
God damn it. Tim explodes.
This sudden howl and scream interrupts the camp. You watch as Timmel suddenly doubles over in pain.
Oh, no.
Clutching at his stomach.
Damn.
Before tearing his shirt open to reveal protrusions moving underneath his skin.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, no. Dry's going to draw his sword and cut his head off.
Dry begins heading for Timmel. His ribs separate unevenly.
Oh, God. Body horror.
I mean, I'm not like telling Dry to stop, but I'm kind of holding my hand. I'll be like, not call the doctor, but I'm not trained in medicine, so I'm just kind of like watching. Like I can dabble, but I can't really do much. Does anyone have medicine skill at all?
Well, I mean, I think
Not that kind of medicine.
I'm about to do some surgery.
Risky.
I mean, Og would immediately like lore master. Has he heard anything like this ever?
Yeah.
While you're fascinated at the same time.
Yeah, make that roll.
Total of 19.
Yeah, I'll get back to you in a second. His ribs separate unevenly, as if something is forcing them apart from the inside with a wild...
How far away is Dry from this happening?
You're getting closer by the moment. With a wild-eyed look of pain, Timmel suddenly screams before exploding into a mass of coiling plants, green vines, and vibrant wildflowers. From the midst of this sudden burst of verdant material crawls a hissing 8-legged creature.
Oh my goodness.
And, we didn't clarify with the wolves on if they could hunt 8-legged creatures or not. So this is on us.
Well,
It's more than two.
Yeah.
I got some art for you.
Oh, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Check the Discord,
Give me
gentlemen.
nightmares. Okay.
It is an 8-legged creature. Green eyes, kind of spines. It's reptilian, sharp teeth. It howls. It screams. It's covered in spines and gray and brownish scales. It sees you, and in its newborn rage, it gives attack. Roll for initiative.
Did we have time during that whole escapade it sounds like Dry was taking weapons out, but
He's got his weapons out for sure.
You guys
Fuck yeah, I
are
did.
weapons
I was working
out.
on something, so I don't know if I had. Yeah.
I would say that there was 10 seconds of craziness before that occurred. Okay. Get your guys positioned the way that you think you would be. The camp is sort of, we'll put like a campfire right here ish, and there's going to be other people in the background participating in the fight, but we'll focus on you guys, and I'll make adjustments to the sky as needed to represent the other participants of this fight.
Is that where Valerie's at? Because I guess we're kind of side by side.
Yeah, you would have been side by side. Lindsay's there, but we're going to put her in the background.
Okay.
I see Mitch and the recovered Bolton over here. Dry is closer, having been on the approach, and Og is kind of, on
I
the
would probably actually
foggy.
been over here. I guess we were all here talking, and Dry was approaching. So
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, gentlemen. How did you do? Sirio, how did you do?
I put a big fat 1 on the die for a total of 14. So I can kind of picture this as Sirio just like kind of freaking out about the whole creature bursting out of poor Timmel. Yeah, I liked his beer. Like we drank some.
I think if your boat captain explodes, you can have a moment. I think it's okay.
You can have a moment.
I'm just glad we were on ground and not on that barge when this happened.
That kind of maybe worked out in our favor.
Dry.
Dry came in with a hot 27.
Hot
Nice.
27. Og, Julianus, and Tompton.
Couple worse, 25 for Og.
And Mitchell.
21.
You know who scored a 29 was Valerie. She has a nice roll. However, I report to you that it is this creature's turn. It has 1 initiative. All right. It is this creature's turn. The first thing that it's going to do is across 2 actions. It will set its eyes upon Dry Colmay. Stare at you. Bill, please roll a fortitude save.
Oh no.
Pull out your mirror.
Fucking Ford, really?
Basilisks.
That's a 27 on the die.
Pretty solid.
15 on the die, plus, it's 27.
It is a failure, my friend.
Fuck that.
Oh, no.
Wow.
You become slowed 1.
Fuck
That's fine.
that.
And for its second action, it moves in toward you. Pardon me, for its third action. And that is the end of its turn. It is Valerie's turn. Valerie begins her turn, and this creature reacts to Valerie beginning her turn. And now Valerie needs to roll a fortitude saving throw as well.
Oh, it reacts at the start of. Oh my goodness.
And Valerie fails with a 23. She goes to slowed 1 as it stares at her as well. And then across 2 actions, she moves over to Dry Colmay.
Oh crap.
And that's all she has.
Wait, if it stares, does it have to be staring at it supposed to be slowed?
It doesn't say that. It has an ability that it's using and a reaction that it's using.
Okay, that's good.
That is the end of Valerie's turn. So she's empty-handed. She just maybe she
would have equipped a weapon like we all did if
let's
there was
say she
chaos
pulls the
going on.
weapon out, just her sword, and it's Valerie, so she'll pull the sword and the shield. Actually, that's what she does. She does not approach. She just pulls out her sword and then she pulls out her shield, and that is the end of her turn. And we move over to Dry Colmay.
I'm gonna hunt prey and I'm gonna stab this fucking thing. I only have two actions.
Yep, hunt prey. Roll your attack roll with your dueling sword.
Dry monster hunter. Here.
Sorry,
Don't
you get to hunt prey with initiative?
Only against giants.
Only
Oh,
against
okay.
giants.
Okay.
I don't think this thing is a giant.
Timmel's not that big. Or he wasn't that
Yeah,
big.
it was not. Timmel was medium.
I take it Timmel's no longer with us.
Oh, Timmel is gone.
Timmel's all over the damn
like
place.
He's like the sticky bomb guy from Saving Private Ryan.
Oh no.
Got a plus 15. We're gonna put a 16 on the dice. We're
It's a
at
nice roll.
31.
31.
You
that a
hit.
hit?
You hit.
I'm gonna do a little damage.
You little damn. Oh,
That's a nice roll.
That is
Knock out the
nice.
24 for the damage.
That is a good hit.
And it dies.
Slashing.
And it's over.
Not.
Oh, if only. If only. Og, Julianus, and Tompton, you are up.
Yeah, so we're going to start with a knowledge check. Lore Master Lore. See if we can figure out what this thing is. Is it going to react to that too? That's going to be a total of 26.
Oh, it's a basilisk.
Basilisk.
It's a basilisk. A basilisk is a reptile with a nasty disposition and the ability to turn creatures to stone with its gaze. Folklore holds that much like the cockatrice, the first basilisks hatched from leathery eggs laid by snakes and incubated by roosters. But little in the basilisk's physiology lends any credence to this claim. A basilisk... Boy, I'm going to have a lot of trouble saying basilisk over and over again. A basilisk prefers to eat petrified fish. Once a victim has been turned to stone, the basilisk crunches the fossilized corpse with its powerful jaws and lets its potent stomach acids do the rest. This digestive process is extremely slow and inefficient, causing the basilisk to move so lethargically that it appears as if in mid-petrification itself. This has even led to the saying, as slow as a well-fed basilisk. I didn't know that. Certainly basilisks are well known for their slow gait and slothful nature, but a predator that can turn its prey to stone with a glance hardly has much need for speed.
I get that.
Yeah, let's see here. That is a hit on that knowledge check. I can give you an ability, I can give you a weakness, I can give you some info about what's going on here. What do you want to know?
Oh, let's get some info. What's the ability that's maybe causing all this slowness stuff? figure that out.
You're probably thinking about its petrifying gaze. The basilisk stares at a creature it can see within 30 feet. That creature must attempt a fortitude save. If it fails and has not already been slowed by petrifying glance or this ability. The petrifying glance is the reaction version of this, by the way. So it's got a reaction and it's got a regular one. If it fails and has not already been slowed by petrifying glance or this ability, it becomes slowed 1. This is what's happened to both Valerie and Dry. If the creature was already slowed by this ability or by petrifying glance, a failed save causes the creature to be petrified permanently.
Permanently.
What?
And we have 2 right now.
We're going to have some good looking pieces of art.
Oh my.
When we go back to Fort Trand.
A creature petrified in this manner that is coated, not just splashed, with fresh basilisk blood, taken from a basilisk that has been dead no longer than 1 hour, is instantly restored to flesh.
Okay.
A single basilisk contains enough blood to coat 1d3 medium creatures in this manner. So, yeah.
We're going to have to be drawing straws at the end of this.
So we got,
footnote.
we got Dry Colmay, slowed 1. We got Valerie Bedelia, slowed 1. He can start taking people down, and the basilisk will produce 1d3 blood. So that's where we're at. Now it says medium creature, so I might give Yogg, Julianus, and Tompton for free since he's small.
You can get Splash from Splash. Okay.
I'll give Yogg for free. So that's what's going on with this freshly hatched, freshly bloomed basilisk, which is a special basilisk that is unique to Kingmaker. Og.
Yep. So Og will share all that information. He'll say if you can keep 30 feet back, it's probably for the best. He's going to go ahead and draw his crossbow, or not his crossbow, but his Haruka's Howl, and then he is going to let loose. Okay. So Og pulls out the bow, takes a shot, and total of 23.
Ooh. It is a miss, my friend.
Well, we learned something. That's it. Nothing.
Yeah.
All the actions.
Important piece of information there. We're going to move over to Mitchell.
Oh, and I'm wondering if he noticed anything when that 0 condition hit. I don't think he did. Ooh. I don't know. Unless you.
I know. Well, you guys are in trouble.
So he's gonna.
Somebody take out Mitchell.
Watch how high you're about to start rolling.
Right. I'm going to command Bolton to move into a flank with Mitch, or with Dry.
Okay.
That's one action. Second action, I'm going to...
Couldn't it have just... I'm sorry. Couldn't it have just done that on its own, since it's autonomous?
So he'll do that with his one action. And then my first action, I will go for an overdrive. Here comes the overdrive check. That is a success.
Whoa. Yeah.
So I am.
Did Mike just give a whoa for Brad rolling a success?
Yeah. I think that's where we're at, Donnie.
I was like, yeah, you did it.
You did it. Second action, he's going to mosey on up here to the south of this basilisk. And third action, he's going to take a swing.
Hell yeah.
Let's see what happens here. And
all right, here we go. It's the Eye of the Tiger begins playing.
And he's going to take a one-handed swing with the flaming cold iron bastard sword.
Cool. I'm looking forward to this.
I am too. Watch this crit. It's a 31.
That will hit. Okay, so what do we need now? We need a DC 11 flat check?
DC 11 flat check.
He's got to pass this or his hit heals?
Yeah, if you fail damaging... Oh, no, that's the wrong one. On a failure, damaging strikes against enemies restore their hit points.
Okay.
I think you just roll a D20.
Just a flat D20 roll.
All right, here comes that flat check. It's an 18.
There you go.
Hey.
All right. You're unaware of anything going on with you right now. So
why am I making these rolls?
Make a damage roll, my friend. You hit this thing.
It's a shit roll.
It's a great roll.
13 damage.
What was the spread on that? Okay.
We don't need to talk about
2, a 1, and a...
Okay.
Hey,
so
you didn't heal him, though.
Okay, so Brad, you rolled 2d8.
Mike, I can see what I rolled.
A 1 and a 3, but the people at home can't. A 1 and a 3.
It's all right.
And then your fire d6 was a 2, dude. 2. Okay, so you do 13 damage. The basilisk takes 13
And that's with
damage.
your overdrive
That's with the
int
overdrive
and
in
all
there
your
too,
strength, man.
Everything.
That's a bummer.
Brad, Bill over here.
Could have been worse.
Okay. Anything else from Mitch?
No, I think that about does it, Mike.
Is that it? Okay. Sirio.
All right, so normally I'm prepared for my turn, but this time I'm not. Donnie, you said, is it the 30 foot? Did we learn its range on the gaze?
Yeah, the gaze was 30 foot.
30 feet.
Looks like you're right within.
All right, so I'm 30 feet away. I've got one more second rank spell. I'm going to drop the floating flame on this thing, right in its square.
Okay. I am to make a reflex save?
Yes.
Okay. Here I go. Oh, dear. It's a 32.
Wow.
32 is a crit pass, right?
I believe if your DC is
my
22,
DC is 22.
Yeah, so you can keep maintaining it, but yeah, it does miss him this time.
Dang.
That's dumb.
That sucks.
At Gen Con, I was running a game for someone, very nice person, and I freaking open rolled a devastating save against her, and she was done. She was so unhappy after that. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. That's the only thing I hate about being game master is
Sometimes you got to run
Breaking
people's
somebody.
face.
I get these crazy save mods, and it's just not very fun when I crit them. So
I think I can sustain the spell and have him roll again. When you sustain the spell, you can levitate the flame up to 10 feet. It then deals damage to each creature whose space it shared at any point during its flight.
yeah,
This uses the same damage
We've
as
done this
save.
before.
Yeah,
and you roll the damage.
and I seem to remember doing this to you back in 2008 with Rufus Kane, my sorcerer.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can like
They can only take the damage once per round, but I can sustain it.
sure. So
Since he didn't take damage this
in
time.
my mind's eye, it's like I picture you like bouncing it up in the air and then back down on him or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so here comes another reflex save. Oh god,
It's like you're shaking a remote to get it to work.
it's 33.
Oh my gosh. What was the number you put on the... I guess you don't have to tell us.
Rolled a 4 that time.
Oh my gosh.
I roll both of those rolls were particularly high, and now you're making me burn all my good rolls.
Yes.
For a sloop, this thing's supposed to be sloth-like and slow, but he's dodging pretty well.
Yeah, he is moving. Yes, and in fact, the way that he moves, you don't think reflex is a strong save.
Great.
I don't like you anymore.
That's my turn.
That's great.
Okay.
I got a ball of fire floating out there, so that's something. At least we can see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, and in fact, maybe I should have been doing dim light rules with you guys, but I figure you're close to the campfire. Wow, gentlemen, I love you. I have a lot of love for you. We're going to end today's episode with the bloomed basilisk's turn in round 2. Okay, this is what we're going to do. He's a predator, right? He wants to eat dry colmay. He wants dry colmay to be turned into stone. He looks at dry colmay. He stares at you. I need you to roll a very important fortitude saving throw right now.
That ain't it.
It is a 25. And you look.
Do you want to zero check it?
Oh.
I do want to zero check it to a crit.
Oh. Or just up to a success, I suppose.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. You do this thing. Fate nudges, and you watch as Dry seems to succumb for moments to the stone and coming up and enveloping his body, and then it is pushed back down as Dry, through sheer will and pissed offness, staves this thing off. The basilisk looks at Dry with what has to be reptilian hatred, and then he bites at you. The total is 30.
That's just a hit.
Just a hit. Do a little bit of damage. The total on that is going to be 28 damage to Dreyfus Colmay. Gentlemen, Timmel has exploded. We have a basilisk problem in the dark woods. Everyone is trying to kill this thing all at the same time. You guys are fighting it. You're doing everything that you can. See you in episode 141.
Thanks for that.
Thanks, Mike.